So James, how does it feel to be at episode 100?
Triple figures. It feels great. It feels great. I'm really grateful to have you here today as well. So I'm just deeply grateful for everyone who's listened and supported the show, and immensely grateful as well to all the people who have been able to come on here. I mean, so many great opportunities and connections have been established from the show. So if we made it to 100, I think we can get to 200 just as easy.
So as a podcaster, I know how hard it is. I mean, it's definitely a lot of work at the beginning, and you're doing it with really not making any money from the front end. What was your reasoning for starting the podcast? And then also, what's kept you going to get to 100 episodes? Because I don't know the percent, but of the millions of podcast shows out there, I bet it's like 0.01% that actually get to 100 episodes.
I have no doubt. So the Win the Day podcast started as the Win the Day newsletter. And then I realized that people just don't naturally gravitate towards long form content like they used to. So I thought, look, if these people aren't going to read the newsletter, then I am going to read it to them. So that's what I did. I said, I hit record on my phone, and that was it. That was me reading the newsletter to them. And then I thought, wow, if I'm already writing it and I'm already reading it, I might as well put a video camera there and record it. So it's the same amount of work, except I can have it in audio, video, and written content. So that was the origins of the Win the Day podcast. And after one episode, I realized, oh my God, you've created a podcast and you didn't even realize it. So from episode 2, that's where I started recording like an intro and an outro and all of these different things, and made it a lot more professional. And a big thing that I've focused on over the years is what can I do to always level up the professionalism, the guests, the questions, the experience, the audience and community interaction. All of those different things have been an ongoing focus.
I've been on probably 350 shows, and you're in the top 5, if not like top 1, of creating the best experience, but also preparing for your guests. I mean, you literally, I remember when I came on the show, you read the book the day before, it was fresh in your memory, so you knew like what to do. And it leads to my next question. What is very tactically how you prepare for your podcast and create the best experience for the guests? Because they get asked all the time, hey, come on my show. Talk about what you do to prepare, but also how you make the guests feel really good on the show, and then afterwards, a follow-up and building that relationship.
Every interaction, every touch point that you have with someone is an opportunity to either build trust or lose trust. That's the way that I think about it. So if someone comes on my show and I don't respect them through the preparation that I've done, if I don't respect them through knowing their body of work and what excites them most today, I'm always looking at what can I do to add value and show that person how much I respect them. And the best way to do that is preparation. So if someone's coming on the show, I will read at least their most recent book. I will listen to at least 2 podcasts that they have been on. And what I'm doing there is I'm making sure I'm not asking the same generic questions that everyone else asks them. Things that like, what inspired you to do this? What inspired you to do that? You could have someone who wrote an amazing book 10 years ago, and if you keep asking them the same questions about that book, that might not even be relevant or the work they're most excited today. So if you can go and look at the social media and the content that they're putting out there now, then you can become aware of their legacy work, but also the work that most excites them today. So in addition to those things, getting an introduction through a mutual friend rather than reaching out cold, that instantly solidifies it. Providing amazing video assets afterwards, because so much of your work is video. I love having video. Everyone is after more good quality video to provide. And at the end, so through that process, at the end of every episode, all the guests inevitably say to me, wow, this is the best, if not one of the best interviews I've ever done, which opens the floodgates for me to say, cool, if there's anyone else you think could be a great guest on the show, let me know. And that's how we're able to continue increasing the quality of the guests on the show.